Okay, let's take a listen now to the counting the half note, the whole note, quarter note, and dotted half note. This is a wonderful page to really get you comfortable with showing how counting has a very important play on how the music all comes together and all fits. Left hand is going to be playing just the letters only of these chord symbols. Very important to understand when you see like C/E, you're playing that E in the left hand. It's telling you it's a C chord, but they want an E in the left hand. You're going to see the same thing with G/B. Put the B in the left hand, okay? And you want to make sure as you see these chords, you hold them down for the designated amount of time. You get two chords in a bar. Typically, they're going to be getting 2 beats per bar, each per bar. Okay, so and you can also use the fingering to better assist you getting around and navigating. Because if you really don't have the fingering in place here, you can find yourself really getting twisted. You have notes that jump and you're not prepared for them because your hands aren't in the right position. So by using the fingering that I have written here, I think it would really help your overall presentation of the package. Okay, so give it your very best with the counting, and the reading of the notes is going to be the most important aspect of this whole thing. So watch it very carefully. Okay. Let's get right to it now. We're going to take a listen to this particular piece. There's a lot here on this page. Very musical. And I'm going to play with a metronome. But remember, at home, you don't have to do it with a metronome. Count it. Take one bar at a time. Count it. Figure it all out. Have it all lay out and feel nice to you. And have the music come back to you. And make sure you're putting 4 beats in every bar. That's the most important thing. Ultimately, if you can do it with a metronome, that's fabulous. But it's not really as essential as getting the notes down and understanding the correct placement of the note. Okay, that's first and foremost. Speed will come to be able to have you pull it together like I'm going to do now, but be patient for that. Okay, here we go. Okay, I got the metronome at 70. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. See those half rests? 1, 2, 3. Third line. 2, 3. Okay, right there in the third line. If you notice, there's no melody there. There's a whole rest. I want to go over that before we continue. On that third line, first bar. It's our first viewing right now of a whole rest. You'll see a whole rest. It's that little hat like hanging from the 4th line now. No notes in the right hand. Let them lay out. Play the left hand letters, okay? You're going to see it again in the next to the last line too, so be careful. Okay, let's take it from the third line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. 2, 3. Third finger jumping here. See how the third finger is? 2, 3, 4. Because it's preparing you for these high notes. Three, 4. Next to last line. There we are. 2, 3, 4. Whole rest again. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't that sound great? Now what you want to work on, remember, reading the notes. The reading portion of your lesson must be really focused in on, because the reading of the notes is very, very important. Because, you know, how can you expect to count something in if you can't read the notes first? You've got to be able to read those notes and call them up quickly. So when you do have to count, you're going to have them ready to count. So we're going to be working on the reading aspect of things. Don't feel like you have to rush to put it with a metronome. If you can, great. You can work on little sections in one bar at a time, even with a metronome. Most importantly, count it out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count it and feel those notes have their place in the bar. Very, very important. And again, it's a whole few weeks of work here. So it's something you don't have to pull together right away, but work on it daily and it will come together. Okay? Promise.